Yeah. Peace, bless, love. Give thanks to that man above. You now rocking with Mr. Uncommon.
And your boy, Josh.
Welcome to Off Experience Podcast.
Remember, y'all, life is a collection of experience. If you have nothing in your life to do, fill it with experiences.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yeah. What's
You're gonna
up?
start
What's
calling
up?
me fucking mumble mouth.
Hey,
this
listen.
bitch.
It happens, bro. It happens. Well, listen.
What up, y'all? What up?
We here, episode 5.
Cinco.
Yes. Today's is a special episode because we have some special guests here.
Ow.
I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. To my left is.
This is Uncommon, aka Maisie.
Hey.
Okay.
You got Izzy Finesse, the one and only. And to my left,
Caitlin, K Dizzle.
K Dizzle. Let's go. Welcome, y'all.
pleasure having us.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to the Off Experience Podcast.
Yes.
This is where we got it. This is where fun begins, man. Y'all about to get yourselves into some shit.
Yeah. All right. So, right today, why is this so special of a topic, right?
Let them know. I want to know why.
You want to know?
I want to know.
All right. Today we're gonna speak about your love language.
Ooh.
Right. First, we love language.
The love language.
Okay. This is do you know what love language is?
Let's give them the definition because I know what it is.
What is it?
It's a definition of what your partner does for you to speak of what you do as far as acts of what is it? Giving. What is it? I forgot the fucking file.
Well, I'll say it's thing. I feel a love language is something I guess that you like of what your love language is. Like, what do you feel is love towards you, right? So that's
Towards you.
Yeah, it's towards you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why your love language is. You speak in my language. Whenever you say that term, right? You speak in my language.
Okay.
It's speaking my love language,
Okay.
right? So, I want to go around the room, right? Because I want to ask left to right, right to left. No matter. Want to ask about your love language.
Oh.
And by the way, listen, we took a test, right? Everybody took an individual test to find out their love language, right? Matter of fact, just to give y'all where the test comes, just to give y'all a little link for the test. Go to 5 Love Language. All right, it's not a sponsor. Go to 5 Love Language. Take your test. You can see your love language. What is your love language, right? We all took individual tests so we can have this conversation on love languages. So, Maisie, AKA Mrs. Uncommon.
First of all, I'm Babe.
Oh, babe, I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
First of all,
right.
I heard you.
Let me take a zip then.
I've never heard him call me that ever.
I know, but I thought this.
And we're not about to start here. So.
No, all right. I thought it was a safe place to. I thought we'd be professional here.
You better keep it regular, son. Keep it regular.
Be cool. All right. Let's keep it real. All right, cool. So, what is your love language? What was the results on your love language?
I think
If you would like to share with us.
intimacy.
That's your first. That was the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, intimacy. Cool.
Words of affirmation. That's about it, I think.
They only gave you 3.
No. Oh, I didn't look at the app yet. I just.
No, the result. They didn't give you the result.
Oh, you want her to give you the results?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
told me not to tell you.
No. Oh, no. Before that. Now you can tell us now on the show. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Now you can.
Yeah. Now
what
you
was your
can-
results?
Like, what was your results on the whole thing?
So it says words of affirmations, quality time. Well, yeah, that is another one. Sorry, I did miss that one. Personal touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts is like the last one.
Receiving gifts. So
So it's a percentage, right? It's all like broken down into
Yeah.
categories and like gives you a percentage and what you feel more strongly about on each one of them.
So which one was the most strong?
So the most strong one, 30%, is words of affirmation. The second one is quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and then receiving gifts. So I feel that it's
you feel that's accurate?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So words of the first one was words of affirmation.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Yeah, I also got that
I
on
think-
mine too.
The what you got the
Affirmation, yeah.
Words of affirmation.
I think a lot of people got
It
words of affirmation.
changes. Everyone
Well,
doesn't have the same category.
Well, depending on the
okay.
questions you ask. Depending
I
on the
didn't get
questions you
words of
ask.
affirmation.
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Well, when we go around, we'll figure out what thing. But yeah, like everybody's answer. Oh, yeah, are different. So you feel real quick. So you feel like the words of affirmation for you are, because that's
strongly.
that's a good thing for me to know now. right? Like, right?
Nothing we should have done
I, you know,
Nice touch. Hopefully not.
So yeah, that's it.
so
All right. So Izzy.
Mine was. I also
wait,
got-
real quick. I'm sorry, real quick. Before you go, think, which one would you agree out of those? Which one would you agree with? Even though they gave you those answers, which one would you agree on that will probably be more you, if anything, or your love language? The more percentage,
The more you feel like it's the most accurate.
or you saying that's accurate for sure? Like,
Oh, like to switch it up in the order that I think it should be
Yeah.
listed
Yeah,
instead of how
yeah.
it was. I think that it's pretty accurate, but I think that the first one should have been like physical touch,
Okay.
like
Okay.
you know, and
okay.
then words of affirmation. No, quality time, words of affirmation, then acts of service, and then receiving gifts.
Okay.
cool. See, it's all right.
Yeah,
so
that
there
makes
you go.
sense.
There you go. You know,
That makes
people got their own different little thing, right? So,
That makes sense.
all right. So Izzy, what's up? What's your love language?
So the first one that I have after taking this was words of affirmation, which I had 30% on. I feel like that's true. I feel like the order I have though, to be honest, is true though. Cause then the second one was acts of service, quality time, physical touch, and then receiving gifts.
So in that order, you feel like
Exactly.
it was accurate?
Yeah, because receiving gifts, I don't really, and I always tell her that too. Like I don't really.
You're not materialistic.
like
That's your last one?
materialistic
That's your last
stuff,
one?
yeah,
Okay.
it's 3%.
That's funny.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't, really
yeah,
care,
yeah.
I don't really care too much about receiving gifts.
Yeah, that's funny. So in the way that the order is, you accept it the way it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, definitely.
It's funny because they actually did put like they asked a lot of gift questions,
Yeah, yeah. They
Yeah,
do.
they do.
right?
Yeah.
So
Multiple times.
yeah, so
Oh,
it's the
they
thing.
Yeah, multiple times.
Well, listen, this how you know if you're materialistic or not, right? Because hey,
It's true.
hey, and is that a bad thing if your things comes up gifts the first one?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, because now you're basing your relationship on materialistic things.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry, but finish up. That's crazy.
Nah,
Take
yeah.
your love language test.
And then also too, like in the description too, it even says actions don't always speak louder than words.
Actions don't always speak louder than
I was
words.
reading that just now, and I was
Yeah,
like,
it said that too.
wow.
Why? You do? Does it say like why? Like, well, read it if you want to finish
Yeah,
it.
it was like, oh, if this is your love language, then compliments mean the world to you. It's like hearing the words "I love you" are important, which I feel like is true too. Or like hearing the reasons
Oh, I
why
get
they
it.
love you.
I get it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
things like that is true. So
It's cute.
I get it,
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I don't
get it.
I don't agree with the actions speak louder than words.
No, but
there
I
was-
I get why it's saying that.
No, because
based
of
on what he read. Yeah.
there was also one question to I remember. So like specifically, it was like, oh, do you love when like one of the answers like that they gave you? It was like, oh, do you love when your partners just give you like random like compliments like, oh, you're so cute, you're so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I actually put that one.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
'Cause it's just like
Sometimes it makes you feel good. You know?
You always gotta have. I mean, self personification is good, but you always gotta have somebody else to see from outside the store that your store looks good. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's the affirmation that
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's cool. All right.
Cool. K Dizzle.
Let them know what you got.
I got the same thing, like the words of affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 33% of words of affirmation. I feel like that's true because, I don't know, like talking is a lot, like it means a lot to me.
Okay.
And yeah, I'd rather talk things out than just leave it as is.
You see.
So
See, that's what I said. Words speak louder than actions speak louder than words. But then again, she's putting into where the pen speaks loud. The pen is mightier than the sword. Where her actions is be, if you can tell it and you can see that, you can tell her those things, then she appreciates that. That's pretty cool.
yeah, and even if it's like, I'm not saying nothing to you all day, you're not saying nothing to me all day, and that shows those are actions. But I'd rather actually talk it out rather than do that.
Yeah.
You know, it just, and they was talking about that on Hot 97. Oh, 105.1 in the morning. They was talking about, like, I don't know how couples could go like the whole weeks, months without talking to each other, live in the same household and everything, and just not talk
Yeah,
to
she's
each other.
stepping it over to this.
I'm like, listen.
No. No, it's good.
She's going
I'm-
into the second subject.
No,
I
it's
like
cool
that.
because it's good that she's saying that because
Yeah.
we and her just had the same conversation with the same actual show that you just finished talking about. And I hit out like, yo, we had a little of. We gonna leave that for the next thing, right? Because that's gonna be a topic thing because it was interesting how you just came up with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but
Yeah.
continue on with your.
So, and then the second one was physical touch, 27%, because, yeah,
Yeah, I would think
I need the physical touch, you know?
Yeah. I think that's important. Check out episode
I can't.
4.
Yeah.
Talk about
A
it.
deeper connection.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you feel the love more.
Yeah, it was like, oh, would you rather get a present or get a hug? I'm like, I'll get a hug. I need a hug every time. Like, this present is not going to make me feel as better as a hug. Because when I hug, I feel like
Whole.
I love a hug. Like, I love a bear hug.
Yeah,
You feel whole. You feel like one.
Yeah, so
I
that
dig
was true.
I think that.
Quality time too. That's a lot for me because we all be busy, but it all depends on who you're really busy for. Like who could you make time for and stuff like that. So quality time is big.
Yeah.
You could be busy. You could do a lot of things out here, but you're always gonna make that time to. I wake up at 5 a.m, go to work, go to school, and then I'll still make time to come to see him on the train. 45-minute ride on the train at what 10 in the night. Like
Yeah.
That's dope.
it be like that.
That's love.
So that's quality time.
That's how you know the love.
Yeah.
So lovable.
And then the acts of service, 13%. So I guess that's what he does for me, like what we do for each other.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We do. I feel like it's both equal. Like whenever he needs it, I'm there. Whenever I need it, he's there. And yeah.
Nice.
The receiving gives the 0% because we ain't no materialistic.
The what?
I said I like how that was on 0%.
Yeah.
0% for both? That was cool. So see, it meshes there.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I mean,
Oh,
that's
cool. All right, Ja.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
My test came back where it says mine was acts of service.
The first one? Really?
His love language.
No,
My
it's-
love language is acts of
It's
service.
great because now it differs from 3
Yeah.
people, but go ahead, yeah.
See now where I say acts of service, I agree with this. I agree with it because you can do something for me. I feel more appreciative.
Okay.
The same way I could do something for you. You know what I'm saying? I like to do something for my significant other.
Right.
As far as like I like to make sure
but it's not about you. It's
All
not,
right.
it's not about your significant other. It's about you
or
right now.
even my
What you like for you, like
or
you know what
even
I'm
my significant other doing it for me. Like if I'm a little too busy and she notices that, then she's definitely gonna do something to help me out. You know what I'm saying? Let me take this task on real quick because he can't handle it right now. Or let me do this real quick because I know for a fact that he can't do it right now. You know, I like that.
Yeah.
I like the service. That's makes me feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now that I have like literally a ride or die next to me, I can't rob a bank by myself if I don't have a ride or die. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to look out. You know what I mean?
Bonnie and Clyde type of
Yeah. That's what I got as acts of
to the
service.
Cool.
Then as far as words of affirmations, my second one. You know, I like.
They look kind of even though.
Yeah, they do. Physical touch.
Right?
Physical touch is 23%. Well, my acts of service was 29%. My words of affirmation was 26. My physical touch was 23. The quality time 16%. Because at the end of the day, we don't really have much quality time with the way that we live life. There's 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
Most of it we are doing something. We only literally have like 4 hours of the day to do something, and we got to do it productive.
Yeah.
So that's how I say quality time is like that. Receiving gifts is 6%. I really don't care about gifts, but that's why I'm a little shocked by that.
You don't?
Nah,
You sure?
nah, I don't.
I think a gift is nice. Like,
But it's
not a gift like I want a brand bag. Like,
A gesture.
a flower.
Oh,
That's a
yeah,
gift.
yeah.
That's a
Like, all right,
gift. A
now I know-
On a random day.
all right, now I
gesture,
know
yeah.
why the 6% came about.
Right.
The 6% came about because I like a bag of chips.
No, honestly, even just that though, like if she knows that she's going somewhere, she's like, his favorite chips.
Yes.
She gets home from buying groceries, and then you see that she hands it, you be like, oh babe, I bought you that by the way.
Yeah. Oh,
It's like she was thinking about
yeah.
you when
And
she was
that
shopping.
That is true though. That is true.
That
though.
right there.
I seen that the other day.
That right there, I appreciate that.
Nah, I appreciate
I appreciate
I
that.
appreciate it too because she wakes up in the morning, gets her iced coffee every single day from Dunkin'. But it's like next to that ice, next to that.
Hey,
Like something that wakes up us. Like, it wakes up us.
We got our vice.
So it's like she'll come back with like, and I love these kind of donuts, like a strawberry frosted with sprinkles donut. She'll always come back with that. I'm like, oh.
But it's not for you. It's not for her though.
Nah, it's for me. It's
That's what's up. You
That's
see,
good.
and then this is where I say that phrase is the thought that counts.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can be having the fucking most fucked up day, and then you go into a spot and you're like, you know what? I think this person might like this. So let me just grab it real quick, and you go home, and then oh my god, thank
Or
you.
trolleys. He loves trolleys. I don't know. I could be a writer
I
or
love
something.
trolleys.
I have to pass by, see some trolleys. I'm
Wait,
like,
what's
damn.
trolleys?
I feel like I
Edibles.
got a kid. I'm like, nah, you gotta get some
What's
trolleys,
trolleys?
man.
The trolleys.
Oh, the gummies.
The gummies, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like the worms, like the sour worms.
The worm,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
And he gets them and he's like, got me
But wait.
trolleys.
But my man here talking about edibles. We talking about the regular candy.
Oh, yeah,
Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
regular candy.
I said
people.
edibles.
Regular
Yeah, yeah,
candy. Yeah, the one we're talking about is called Trillies, not
Oh, it
trolleys.
is true. You're right. Shit, you're right. It's true.
But yeah, those are my acts. Those are my
That's
love
it?
languages. Yeah,
Alrighty then.
and I like them. I
You
encourage.
like them? So you feel like they're accurate?
Satisfied with him.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with them.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
yeah. Like it says here, real quick before you
Like,
go.
go.
Like it says, the words he or she most want to hear is "Let me do that for you."
Do you get that?
Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna lie, I do that. I do.
All
get
right, listen, gotta let them know if cause we could say it is, but you know what I mean.
it. No, I do get it.
This is actually another good way to understand each other and take things to another level. You know what I'm saying? On growing your relationship, I guess, the
Yeah.
connection,
Yeah, definitely.
right? So,
What you got?
okay, so now see how you was only the different one because we all got words of affirmations.
Really?
For real, bro. We all got.
Wow, damn.
I got 30% of words of affirmation.
All right, I'm happy I'm the only one who got it.
Right? No, which is cool. I know it would have been cool. No, because now it shows different diversity, right? So I got 30% words of affirmation, 23% of quality time.
Wow.
Do you agree with that?
I'm just listening.
You listening?
Keep going, son. Keep going. Don't let that little
No,
one
no,
bump
no,
you down.
all right, hold on. Hey, listen, I like spending time. You can get that anyways. We're gonna get to that. The third one is active service. I feel like that's good. I think active service. I think that will come up for anybody. Active service. I think anybody likes that type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Physical touch.
Okay.
That's definitely got to be in there. I don't know what. Well, we had this topic on episode 4 with the whole affection, and intimacy, and sex, and all that, right? So I understand, like, it is important. We was talking about it, but then this came number 4, right? Right? I'm just saying, right? So that's the thing, and I feel like it's so important.
I told you.
and no, but we go get to that. And then the fifth is gifts, which I do agree with everything. Like, gifts don't really move me.
Nah.
You know what I mean? It just like
It
right,
is what
does
is.
it? Do I actually do I?
Oh no, from you now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like really.
Not
Gifts is not
looking-
really. Nah, I don't really care. Like, you know what I mean?
It's
not,
cliche.
yeah, it is what it is. So it doesn't be like, oh, now I'm appreciative, of course. Yeah, if I get it, then cool. I love it.
Yeah, and I mean, everybody has their own love language, depending on who they are and stuff like that. So, like, some people might have quality time as number one. Some people might have personal touch as number one. Because, like you said, some people prefer to be touched before they can have the quality time, or some people prefer to be having the quality time before gifts can occur. Then again, you have like what we had before. Some people who want the gifts first, and that's a big red flag. You know what I'm saying? Because now
Really
you're
is, though.
basing that on materialistic things, and that's kind of like
Yeah,
poisonous.
that's crazy though.
Yeah.
And it all depends on like who you are, because some people are more like spiritually connected,
Yes.
more sensitive. There's
Yeah.
other ones that are more rough and the
Yeah.
edge,
Yeah.
So it's no like right or wrong.
Nah, definitely not.
It's just
Definitely not.
different.
That's I understand too. Like a lot of the spiritual thing is the spirituality of it all too. You know, a lot of people like to be spiritually connected first.
Yeah.
Because, if you're not spiritually connected, your ego comes a part of that love connection. Then now you're looking at it like, all right, now is my ego going to overcome this love, or is my pride going to overcome this love? Now I'm going to
what-
break it down to where you're saying like, all right, pride overcomes ego most times, because now your ego you can set aside. The pride you could pick up.
But isn't pride and ego the same?
Not really, if you really think about it, because being ego can fuck you up. Because now that's your self-control as who you are. Now having pride is basically like you're picking yourself up. Like, I'm going to do this.
Okay, all right.
I'm good. Let me take a quick deep breath and take care of this. Say that again?
Nobody could get away. Like, I'm in the way of it. Like,
Basically.
in your pride.
Yeah, nobody can get away in that. Now, ego, people can get in the way of that. You know what I'm saying?
alright.
People can stop you like, yo, my nigga, relax.
So so people misconstrued
Yeah.
pride with ego, thinking it's okay. I actually said the same thing, but I thought the same. But I can see what you're saying with
so
the
now,
whole.
so now right there, people can use that and put that in front of love, and that's where it kind of like fades away type. But if you put love in front of all that, then that's different. Now love is created for everything. Now love can make your ego and your pride feel better. You know what I'm saying? Right or wrong? So that's how I look at it with some people who actually consider certain things as their love language, you know?
Yeah, I will say piggyback to that, like, and this is something probably like I could relate, not probably like ego. If you put yourself ego in front of anything of that, like love and all that shit, it will destroy
It will.
what you got going on. Like it will destroy it for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like unless y'all fix it and stop things, because she know, right? Like she know, like if it becomes an issue,
Yeah.
right? When your ego's just there, like because you don't give a fuck about nothing else is happening.
And your pride too.
right.
When you let your pride get ahead of you, because he's not talking to me, I'm not talking to him. Then, like that's all pride right there.
I guess you got to figure out the fine line in that type of
That's
in
why
those
I liked
things.
what
Right?
you said earlier too.
Yeah.
What was that?
With like wasting time, not talking to each other. Because at the end of the day, you're going to talk to each other and you're going to talk about it. So you're going to have a whole day or two not talking.
What?
And then you're still going to end up talking about it. Somebody's going to budge.
Of course.
You know it's not over for
Yeah.
real. Like,
And that's where
I
the
mean-
communication
Over
part
argument.
comes in. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where the communication part comes in too. Cause it's like, say like a person could know they wrong, but they just don't want to admit it. So now y'all just stuck right there, like just not saying nothing to each other. That's where the pride.
I mean,
comes
these
in,
are like,
I don't want to say nothing. No, I'm not gonna say sorry.
Yeah.
And,
So
and that sucks.
these are the perks of having a healthier relationship.
Right.
But
And
you
I
know- but
was
you
going to
know
go
what's
into that.
crazy too, that a lot of times you don't even realize these things until later. Like in the beginning of relationship is different issues.
Yeah.
These are not the issues that you have in the beginning. You don't think about these
Yeah.
things and how important they are. But then as you
So how-
go on a relationship,
Okay, so in the beginning, what as a relationship, what are you feeling? Since you don't feel that at the beginning.
so in the beginning you all in cloud nine.
Okay. You're
You
in
know,
love.
you even sacrifice things from your personal life, day to day, things that you like to do, and you see no wrong in like
Okay.
not not doing them anymore in order to like do more things with that person that you just met, because you can change anything, the way you dress, who you talk to, how you spend your weekends now, and then within time later on, years later, you might start seeing that, okay, now it's since you guys been together for so much, and you seen that, and you start feeling like, okay, it's like a pattern, it's not that exciting, it's not this, and then you then realize is one of the things, and it's not the major thing on why that is because you never spend time apart.
Yeah.
You never get to miss each other.
Yeah.
So you don't realize those things in the beginning.
And to piggyback off what you're saying by that, like, my situation is a perfect example. Like, me and my wife work in the same place,
Right.
so we work in the same building.
Kind of tough, right?
It's not.
No, you think
It's not. And
I,
then
I,
I'm gonna break it
I always
down.
want to ask that question because it's like,
and I can
it's
break it down
two
right
people
now.
working together, and then you go home together,
Now,
right? So
see,
it's,
now
but
that's
go ahead.
different. Now, like me and my wife work in the same hospital, right? And we work in different departments. That's the key. Different departments.
Okay.
Now, she works in the emergency room. God bless her. There's a lot of shit that goes on.
You worked in emergency room too, right? Doing
Well, I was security.
right?
I was a security officer working in the emergency room, but I was not in the Department of Emergency.
Got you.
I was in the Department of Security. So I used to see my wife, like, in the morning we're going together, 8 to 4, that's our shift. We're going together. We eat breakfast together. Then I won't see her for like 4 or 5 hours. Till
Yeah.
we see lunch.
Yeah.
Then either we have the time, we go to lunch together, and we enjoy our lunch together, and then we go back to our place, and then we won't see each other till after work. So
Oh, it's not a constant all day thing. Like,
exactly, not like I don't go hunt for her.
But even if it was that, I don't think it's a bad thing.
It's not.
Ah,
It's not. No, it's
yeah.
not.
All right,
No.
we could get into that part because I feel like everybody got different opinions, and there's nothing wrong. I'll be honest, there's nothing wrong. I feel like we got different opinions on that, which maybe my opinion could be wrong and it could be right, but I never felt that, so I don't know.
See, like now I'm feeling
Because
it.
it's a question you asked. You just said right now. You said having time apart. That's when you miss each other.
And that's why I brought up
So
my
that's-
situation.
but go ahead.
So now that's why I brought up my situation, because that time, that 4 or 5 hours apart is a big difference.
Okay.
That 4 or 5 hours apart, a lot of shit happens. Like pillow talking. Like when you're driving home, you're gonna talk about your day. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna tell your wife or your significant other, like, yo, look, listen, look what happened today. Every day, our car is our confession booth. Yeah, like we'll talk in the car and be like, yo, babe, check this shit out.
Yeah.
Yo, babe, or she'll be like, yo, babe, let me tell you how this fucking bitch did that, and how this nigga fucked up the.
And that's a love language right there,
that's
too.
a love language.
And that's exactly why I say, like, quality time, too.
Yes.
Like I was saying before, like, those little joy rides, going back home, and y'all both coming out of work.
Yeah.
And y'all talking about y'all days, and it's like, damn, like, you really just dropping this tea and everything.
And then I
true,
go
that's
home,
true, that's true.
and then we go home, and she's in school, so I don't see her for like another 2.5 hours because she's in the computer, she's in the room doing her own thing, so she has her own setup. And then, I make sure that she doesn't get bothered or anything like that. So I take the kids, I'll do my thing, I cook,
Active service.
acts of service. Back to the love language, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa. If she sees me that I'm doing something like my podcast, you know what I'm saying? She'll be like, you know what, let me look out and I'll take care of the kids from here, do what I got to do. I'll take little man a bath, blah, 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 blah. And that's where we have, and then at the end, in the nighttime, that's when we have our quality time together.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why where you said having that time apart is always key, because without that time apart, what is there left? Drive home saying nothing to each other, like, yo, we just said what we said this morning, and that's
Well,
it.
I guess I meant that in the sense of like working all day with somebody.
No.
And then don't even have that break, and then going home.
Oh, no, that's
But to be
It's
honest,
gonna be
with you-
too much.
But
It's
to
gonna
be
way
honest
too
with
much,
you,
like-
but to be honest with you, that is also considered nepotism in the workplace. So you can't really have the same people working in the same department.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
So at the
kind
end-
of like a conflict of interest. too.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
know
So
some
at the end
jobs-
of the day, somebody either has to be moved or
Yeah.
So it still works great to have that good relationship of being apart.
No, which yes,
You know
I
what I'm
totally
saying?
agree on that one.
Yeah. So that's one thing. Even that time apart, that also builds up a good, healthy relationship.
I'm glad you even said that with healthy relationships because that's gonna be our next one with how to build a strong journey towards a good relationship or healthy relationship.
going.
Keep it going, right? Because excuse me, like she said, at the beginning is peachy and beautiful and butterflies, and then whatever down the line changes, whatever it is that changes, it changes. But then you catch back onto it,
Yeah.
right? With
How long you guys been together?
12 years.
Okay. I've been with my wife.
No, and
11 years.
July 12.
I've been with my wife.
Oh, no, 11 years married, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been with Rose.
11 years together. No,
No,
together. 11 years
11 and a half,
together.
11 and a
No,
half.
it's 11.
How? In July is 12 years.
Okay.
Damn.
All I gotta say.
been a while.
No.
See, like
All I gotta say is this right now.
Yeah, hello. 12 or 11, that's still a lot.
that's still a
All I
lie.
gotta say is this: I'm just happy that my
Congrats.
man knew the anniversary years. He knew. Not a lot of
I
men
do know.
knows. bro.
I'm going to be honest.
That's the most
I'm
important
going to be
thing.
very honest. I've missed a couple. I
you
swear
mean?
to, like, I forgot that it was anniversary for a couple of years.
He went with it? He went alone?
And he knew, and he, would do
See?
things for
You
me.
see?
That's
and
what's
I was
up.
like,
But you
oh,
forgot.
shit, I forgot. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what's up.
no.
I love that.
For a couple
And-
of
That's the
years.
most
And-
important thing. ever.
Right, and shouldn't a female always remember?
Yes.
Like, isn't the argument of a female to always remember the anniversry, right?
You know, one time.
It's like, fuck it. Every day is our anniversary.
Literally.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I remember one time I was bartending. This was like, we were like a few years into
Yeah.
the relationship. And I was working on that day. And he figured out what to do with the kids, I guess. I don't know. And then he just showed up at the bar. And then he showed up at the bar, and I'm just working. And then he just sits in the bar. And next thing you know, I turn around, and I just see him. And I'm like, oh, my
That's
God.
right.
So then he told me that that's the reason why he showed up.
Because it was the
Because
anniversary.
it was anniversary at the end of the night.
Oh,
At the end of the day. And I was
my
like,
nigga.
shit, I fucked it. I fucked up.
That's a little
I
surprise.
forgot
That's
completely.
That's dope.
I got a question.
But he
for
never
that,
had an
too.
issue. Like,
That's something I would do.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
I might just sit right next to you.
let me pour
No, I
let me
did.
pour the drinks for you.
Michael,
Yeah. Okay, I guess we're out tonight, right?
Now,
Okay.
all right. You had something. You had a question?
Yeah, I had a question for that because like we kind of be debating about this too, and it's like what do y'all consider y'all anniversary? Like, is it like the first day y'all started talking, like literally
we
the
have
first
that?
day?
Yes.
Or,
Episode 2, I
Is it
think.
like,
Yeah.
or is it like when y'all ask each other out or something?
when you ask each
yeah,
other
when
out.
yeah, like
I
Yeah,
think-
what
pretty
do y'all
much.
consider
Like-
y'all anniversary?
me and her, we started speaking, like we met on New Year's Eve. We met, and we were just talking, like we were just hanging out, talking whatever. Like it wasn't official, and then in July, it became official. So that became our anniversary. Yeah,
that's crazy.
And we got married in
July. The same time. Yeah,
Same thing.
Definitely planned, right? That was planned.
that was definitely
Of
planned.
course
Yeah,
it was planned.
It's like with me. Like me and Rosemary, we started dating June 11th, and we made our marriage date June 11th.
I think that's the best thing to do.
I think that's nice too.
It's the best thing to do.
It's always the best thing to do.
It's
Thanks
You
for
can
the
say,
tip.
you can say, yeah.
See, now my question is this, like, right, like now to keep a healthy relationship, right? What is the difference between being jealous, right, and just being territorial?
What do you
that's a
mean
good
by
question.
All right, now being
How
jealous.
harsh is that word?
now, I can break it down.
No, I get you. That's a close. Go ahead, bring it out. That's a fine line. There,
I can break it down. Now, like being jealous, right? You're jealous because now somebody either said a compliment to your significant other. Now you're jealous. Oh, you're rage like motherfucker, bitch.
Right.
Don't talk to my man.
Yeah.
That's my man. I don't want you to get involved in that shit. Right? Now, territorial is making sure that don't talk to my man.
Both.
Don't
Both.
listen. That's mine. That's mine. He's mine. You can have a conversation, but just know
Are you
I
saying-
pissed on that fire hydrant.
What?
I'm serious. That's my fucking man. That's my woman. I made that. I put my stamp on it. That's the difference between jealousy and territorial. You letting them know that I'm jealous enough to know that if you fuck with mine, I'm gonna do something about it.
You see,
Territorial means if you fuck with mine, just know that's mine, man. That's mine.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go all out for mine.
Exactly. That is mine.
Oh no, that's like a fine line though. Like
It is. It's a very thin
It's
line.
really it's a
I don't-
thin
It's a
line.
very thin line.
I don't relate to none of them.
Okay.
Because I feel that my issue is not about what a woman does. My issue matters what he does.
Of course.
If a woman gives you a compliment, I'm not expecting my man to be rude. You know, you can
Yeah.
say, but now if you're like, oh, well, thank you very much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
Or like even like being a little too sassy with the thank you, I have a problem.
Of course.
It's as simple as, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You should know how to talk to somebody. And I feel that we know, women and men know when somebody is interested in you.
Yeah.
And if you know a person is talking to you in a way, then you should be able to know how to handle that conversation or dodge the conversation.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I just feel like I would have an issue on like what my partner does and like how he reacts to it.
No, that's good.
Like I don't really
That's a good thing because
matter to me
like
that.
like I agree with that because since my wife is not here, but she says the same thing.
Yeah. You
And
know?
she'll agree with me. She's more concerned about my reaction than what they react because women will be women, bro.
Bro, she tells me that shit all the
a
time,
woman.
and she goes, "You see, what's it, Messi, Messi, the soccer player?" She goes, "You see how Messi throws pictures? He don't even put his hands around her. He has his hands like this, and they do it. He's just like this.
Yeah.
But I think like it's every time. So you say that like, or she say that is like, it is true because she's always saying that like, yo, he just stands like this, like he don't
And
put the hands,
girls
arms.
are
in-
like trying to even if the girl does this, he's just like
Yeah, he's just like.
he don't even put his hands behind him where it could be seen as something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so it's like be a Messi, don't be a Ronaldo.
Oh, be a messed up.
Comparison right there.
Be a Messi, don't be a Ronaldo. I like that. Or a Neymar.
That's the quote of the day.
I like
Don't
that.
be messy.
I like that.
Be messy. Don't be Ronaldo.
Yeah. Be Messi.
Be messy. Sorry. Be messy. Don't be Ronaldo. Ronaldo.
I really like that. That's dope. I never really looked at.
Oh
Messi
my
taking
God.
pictures. But that's a good way of looking at it, though. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, even doing spontaneous things can keep a healthy relationship. You know, like spontaneous things meaning like
I mean, go ahead, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
No, I'm saying. I mean, we could talk about like what because not well. I'll speak for myself and like the road is not an easy road, right?
not. It's always bumps, bro. Look at New York City. There's always a fucking pothole.
You have to know that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have to know that it's well, not that it's a job. You don't want to, people to think that a
For layman's
relationship is like
terms,
a
if you wanna
freaking
understand
job
that.
and a half, and but it just takes patience, communications, and growth. Because a lot of times you might have an issue with something that your partner is doing, or is doing, and if you express it to him, he should be able to know that he got to how do you say that, like, work around it to not make you feel a certain way, because everybody's different. I feel like, to be honest, that was an issue that it was really big. Somewhat we still have. He's very opposite than me, and it's not easy for that person to understand.
Of course
because
not.
just how he had his issue, I had mine, and many times he would tell me, "Oh, you're like unapologetic. You don't like to, apologize for things." And I would always feel like I was like, I never really thought it was wrong.
Okay.
But then after a million times him telling me that, for some reason, at some time in the time that we were together, I just it made sense to me based on like how he expressed it, maybe because he said it differently. I don't know. And then I'm considerate of that. So now I just have to be mindful of it and think about it all the time. So now when next time something like that happens, I'm not used to doing that. And it's just, I'm this way because the family that, my family, how they were. So everybody is not wrong for being like that.
Right.
As long as the other partner understands. And is willing to accommodate certain things. Nobody's telling you to change you on I don't like how you...
Listen,
that's different.
Be considerate.
My
though,
mom
like.
always tells me, because I have the biggest heart and I be doing stuff that I feel like nobody gets or does, for each other. Like you always say, common sense, not that common. So my mom tells me, listen, not everybody is like you. Not everybody is going to do the things that you do. You're different. That's you. Don't change how you are. But just remember that that's you, and you cannot expect anybody to be how you are at the end of the day. And listen, I've been trying to grow with that.
It's hard.
It's
hard.
so freaking
it's hard.
hard. Like,
And you saying
It's hard.
that is hard.
For sure.
Because sometimes you might tell your partner, you might express something, and they might understand what you're expressing, but yet it happens again, and then they act upon it the same way again. I feel that I feel like
I'm guilty.
I'll
say it. I'm guilty on it.
Yeah,
But this is how we grow and learn.
But I feel like as long as you are noticing the reaction and like seeing that he is understanding and, there is, if you have patience, it's good to have patience, because it's like anything. If I'm used to drinking something or eating something, I'm not going to change it for something that I've never tried before that I don't like and just eat it all of a sudden.
Which is true,
Just like
because
that.
like with my situation, right? Me and my wife, she knows I'm an overthinker. I'm a big overthinker, and it sucks. Yeah,
She just
and
stay
I'm not
with
gonna
it.
lie, and I'm not gonna lie. It
You
sucks.
too?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
It sucks
And
because
think
not-
ahead
I-
of things.
Yeah,
Like-
I'm just being logical. I'm not saying logical thing, but it's just like, it is what it is. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Don't overthink, because energy and power is everything, right? Energy is everything, right? You put it out there. The energy you put is what you're gonna actually see and receive.
Yeah.
So if you don't do that, then that's constantly like, yo, stop overthinking. So yeah, like it's just one of those things. But I'm sorry.
But like I was saying, take care of this. Like I was saying, like with me and my wife, like I'm an overthinker, and it kind of sucks because now my son is like that. I put it down to him. He's an overthinker. It sucks. I apologize.
really?
Yeah. But
Wait, which one?
Jackson. So now like she's understanding where I'm at as an overthinker. So she's accepting it, and she's going around certain things that I'm doing to accept that I'm an overthinker. So it goes to a point where she'll tell me something, and I'll be like, yeah, but then she'll be like, no, but it's supposed to be this way. It's supposed to be this way. And I'm like, no, but... And then now me, as a person, I'm accepting her challenges, you know what I'm saying? Because it is true. Sometimes I sit back and I think, like, you know what, maybe she is right. Maybe me overthinking is, like, my crash.
And it's hard for us because,
It is.
oh my God, I
Bro.
don't know why we like that, but it's hard, but then it's true. You're going to stop yourself from doing things if you always overthink
Yes.
something. And
It is what it is.
it's a job for us, something we have to work on.
Yeah, and
Because-
that's why what you said, you have to understand the relationship is also you have to understand yourself. Understand yourself first before you can actually have another person take that role to understand you, because that's just a burden, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people can take on your luggage. You know, you're not fucking a heavyweight person. You can only accept but so much. But me being an overthinker, she made me feel like, you know what? Let me just sit back and think really what she's talking about instead of overthinking what she's telling me.
Sometimes it could be that simple.
That,
You know,
like that.
what they say in what they say in the elevator, they be like, don't overtreat the patient. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. You know, sometimes just
That's
over
facts.
the surface, like
That's facts. That's big
That's why I
facts.
feel like too, like one of the tips for like a healthy relationship is just like the sacrificing. Like you want to sacrifice like to be that change in the relationship so it could be better, especially for the both of y'all. Like if y'all explain to each other like what y'all got to change about each other and everything, then it got to be like a sacrifice. Like I'm willing to sacrifice this to change to make this a better relationship, or even just in general, like whatever y'all got to sacrifice, like more time with each other.
Yeah.
have you sacrificed anything?
Yes.
Ooh, let's get deep, baby.
Nah, ain't gonna be honest
No,
with you.
because I'll say some things too, like because
Definitely sacrifice liking them girls' pictures on Instagram. You thought if it was them girls or me.
hey, listen, don't feel bad. It is what it is. That's the sacrifice I guess you gotta make.
You gotta make it.
Like even like sacrificing like whenever I want to work out, or like whenever I want to work out now, I can't work out because now I gotta go.
You gotta
see
spend,
her.
you gotta
Yeah, I
spend quality
sacrifice
time
You
with her.
can't say I.
No, I
Oh, we started
So-
controversy here now.
Now I gotta go.
Nah, I
see
gotta
her.
go
But
work out.
That's a sacrifice though.
Listen, fellas, now I gotta go. Listen, fellas, now I gotta go and be with my girl now. So I'm sorry. No, don't be apologetic. You gotta go see. You gotta go get your
It
girl.
doesn't even happen often because you're
Right?
always
Exactly,
here.
exactly.
If anything is Fridays only.
If I never ask him to leave working out to come see me. First of all, I live all the way to Jersey City. You think he's gonna go to all the way to Jersey City to come see me after coming working out? Like,
Yeah. Nah, sometimes I'm not gonna lie. When he working out, he like, yo, we gotta run through this workout. I'm like, oh, you gotta go pick up your girl, right?
yeah, that.
He's like, yeah. No, he does. No, seriously.
Yeah, that.
Oh, yeah, he be like, yeah, I gotta
Convincing
pick.
me to rather than go work
But
out.
to his defense, I'll tell you, he be punctual and he be on top of it. Like, yo, nah, I gotta. She even tells me, like, she goes, yo, what? Yo, there's some funny shit. I'll put it out there. She be like, yo, why you can't be more like Isaiah? Like, this, that, like,
You have to learn a thing or two from Bob.
yo, dude.
He's doing good. He's doing real good.
No, and I love it. Listen, I love it, bro. I love it. He's being grown about. He's groomed right. Like, and you are groomed right, bro. Like,
God
so
bless.
so when she said, I'm like, I put my head down. I'm like I do acknowledge it. He does do good shit. Like, you know,
No, that's good. Nah, keep it up, bro. Don't change.
End up still being late anyways, but
and
That's
still,
cool.
listen, you can't have everything 100%. Like, we can't have everything as long as you right.
That's true. I mean, I just like how everybody's mentioning their stories. The main word I've noticed that everybody's saying is change.
It's always changed, bro.
Yeah, that's a big word in the dictionary. Change.
Look,
it should be part of your life, like
yeah,
every day.
exactly. Just in life in general too.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta change. Like you can't
have
stay
to.
in the same spot you was in before, or be the
Being-
same person. Nah,
Yeah,
it's just-
you gotta switch it up a little bit.
okay, sorry.
I was ready to switch the topic to honesty.
No. Well, this is all.
Like I was just gonna, because we were going through like how to keep a healthy relationship,
Yeah.
and like you said, change is one. I think honesty is another one.
Of course.
Because like we said before, in a relationship, after a couple of years together, things change. So it's good to be honest about things that are also even uncomfortable to mention.
Yo, that's
when
big.
When things become a routine, I'll be honest. Like we've never been bored of each other, but sometimes it doesn't feel like you want to do something because it just feels like it's like it's just like a routine.
Yeah.
And it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
You go home, you cook, put the kids to bed. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's good to switch it up. And I
course.
feel like I had a thing where I was just like not saying anything a couple of years back, and then I felt that it was important to share because I'm like, how is he gonna know? How are we gonna change that? And then when I expressed it, I felt uncomfortable, but I did it. And then he had things that he also expressed after I said that. So that was a shocker to me because in my mind, I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, were you even thinking about saying that to me? And then now that I notice that you're a person that you don't express things, I want to let you know that is, you know,
There you
how
go.
I want things to be. And then from then on, everything is expressed, and then you change things up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you change it, right? And then then that can become a pattern as well.
Yeah.
And then you change it again. And then that, so it's like a thing that you have to
You gotta constantly be aware
consciously
of.
be aware of
Yes.
and change it when you feel it is needed
I
to
agree.
do that.
I agree.
So honesty is a very good,
Very.
important thing.
Very.
Even just everything, honestly, how you feel about each other, what you don't like how do you, what you don't like that the person is doing, and you know. But that one, you know, that part right there, of like that part of the relationship is something that maybe people avoid to talk about it because it is kind of hard
It
to
is.
come to your partner and say, hey.
And it
I
is,
feel
bro.
this
know?
way about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It is though, and to y'all, let me tell y'all out there, like we had a big issue behind that, like just being like you're saying, just being either vulnerable or saying being honest and all that, and you know, don't ever feel that way towards your partner, right? Like if you don't speak to your partner, then who the fuck are you gonna speak to? You understand? Like you speak to them. You live with them. You have sexual, you have everything. So why would you not even speak to them? And that was the issue I had before, right? And you know, being expressive is big, because I even give y'all one example. Like I even told her, I said, you know, sometimes I just wake up just upset, just for no reason, right? No, seriously.
Yeah.
It's hard dealing with you people. It's very hard.
Yeah.
I see him wake up and he's serious, and I'm like, I am staying away.
Yo, no,
like,
That's done me too.
No.
I'm not a Maroney person.
But I don't.
Nah,
I
but it's
don't.
not even-
I don't wake up mad. I'm a morning person. I like to wake up. I wake
I
up.
don't know if it's a morning
you
thing
wake
or
up
not
late in the
thing.
day and
Yeah,
you
it's still
wake up
about to be like, it's just
a
a,
morning thing.
yeah, I think it's just,
If
for
you
me, it's like
wake
a
up like
mood.
that,
Yeah, I think it's a mood. Like for some reason, I don't know
morning
if I had a dream, a fucked up dream or something. I don't know what it is, bro. Like, but I do wake up and I don't know why. I don't
woke
understand
up?
why. Yeah, really? No, I want to be happy when I woke up. Oh, that's what it is. Yo, you know what I'm saying? So it's like why? And I finally expressed that to her, like, yo, like that I don't know. I can
feel the
answer.
energy.
Yeah, I can
I'm an
answer
energy
myself.
Catcher. I'm like, something's wrong, and then I'm like, but a lot of times when I ask him, he don't tell me. But then I notice it still. So then he realized it, and then like even after that, he would notice it right after he did it, and he would go to me. He'd be like, babe, I'm sorry for even like, you know, like.
Nah, that's the
I
same
don't
way I
know.
am.
But in my mind, it makes me feel good because I'm like, okay, you are consciously aware. You're realizing it. The next step is what? You're gonna become just that person, right?
I mean, I'm like that. I'm like that too, but I'm not in the morning. Rosemary could preach on this too. I'm like that after work.
Yeah, afterward, también.
Yo, after work,
How do you do with it, bro?
Yo,
Like,
even before I had my car, right? But before I had my car, we used to take the train home. I used to get home, bro. I used to have the only face. Like I didn't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
Now that I have the car, I'm still the same fucking way. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know what it is. It's either that I'm tired, but I notice it, that I give out that energy to her, and she notices it, so she'll be like,
it's noticeable, bro.
yeah, so she leave me alone. But like at nighttime, when we're about to do our ciphers or our therapy session at nighttime,
Yeah.
she'll be like, yo,
What's up with that?
What was wrong with you? And then I can't express to her like, yo, I'm sorry, babe. I was just tired. I had a long day.
Sorry to cut you off. So now, does your ego kick in to not want to be like, yo, fuck, no, I'm good. Like, nah.
See, now
right?
at the beginning, my pride told myself that I wouldn't do it. You see how that played in?
Yeah.
My pride told me I can't express myself to my wife right now because I'm fucking mad. I don't know why.
And it
but
has
I'm
nothing to
just
do with her.
It has nothing to do with her at all. Nothing at all. She could text me everything in the world to make me feel like a good person. But once I get home and I'm angry, bro, I just leave me alone, son.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Like back to like what you're saying about the overthinking. Like, do you think that's like why you got that face, like that feeling that? Like,
Probably.
because I'm just overthinking mad stuff in my head, and it's
Yes.
like you don't really.
And to be honest with you, this is where it goes to where that little post on Instagram been going around that men spend about 7 hours in the bathroom. It's true, bro, because I'm not gonna lie. My wife can contest to this
Seven
too.
hours of what?
It's in a year.
In a year. 7 hours in a year?
In a year. Men spend alone time in the bathroom just to get away from their family.
See, babe?
For a long time. Which is kind of true, because if you think about it, you go home, right? You go home. No, because if you think about it, you go home, right? And the first thing you got to do is go to your right daddy duties. You ain't got no time to yourself. So the only time you do is to take a shit in the office and just do your thing. You You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've heard that before too. Like actually, one of like my partners that I was working with, he was like, "Yo, like the only alone time I really have is when I'm driving to work or I'm driving back to work."
See that like right there.
So now I raise the question now. Is see that people are expressing that the only alone time I have and all that. Do you actually now look like, is that something that's like, no, the only alone time I fuck got is this? Do you seek that alone time now at that point? Like,
Nah.
I mean, is that an issue for every man that don't have alone time?
I mean, I don't know. In my opinion,
Because your partner
like,
just said it. I know you said 7 hours a year.
Yeah.
You know, what's the reason they do that for? Or we do that.
You need that.
No, we definitely need a alone time for sure.
You need that self awareness, like
like it
yeah,
keeps
the
that-
self reflect. That's
it
what I was
keeps-
looking for.
It keeps that like originality, like also with
Yeah.
yourself too, like knowing who you are and everything, and knowing how you will go about situations like outside alone in the world.
So asking the not females now, is it a bad thing for us or even for y'all? Because I think as a human, we need the alone time. What do y'all feel about the alone time thing?
I don't care. I feel like it.
Does it help you or doesn't like you just don't
like
care
for me
about?
to have personal alone time.
Yeah, or just understanding as anybody. Do you understand that part of it, like having an alone time just to gather your thoughts and everything? And,
I don't really feel like
like you need it.
no. I feel like alone time. I don't know how. If you mean alone time by like just chilling but having everyone there.
No.
Still?
Just on your own.
It's hard. You don't want to know.
Just
why
on your own. Like
you know what? You want to know why it's hard for a
So,
woman to say that,
because
Why?
you have
especially
kids.
because you have kids.
It's not just you. To you, it's just me.
Yes.
To me, it's you
And I
and the kids.
can second that
in
because
the house.
if Rosemary
and
was here, she
everything.
would agree with
Yeah.
her. Because
Yeah.
Rosemary's alone time is being with Jackson.
that's the alone time.
Yeah. She
You know what? I
loves
can see that.
being
I can
with
see- I can see
Jackson.
that. I can see that.
Like she prefers to be there with him
Than being alone.
than being alone. So like us men, we rather be alone to self-reflect, like she said, and gather our shit together to make sure that when we bring it out to everybody in the family, it's positive.
So y'all that don't have kids, because we saying in this sense like y'all alone time. What would be considered y'all alone time?
Like
I mean,
alone,
because-
alone out with your like individual friends.
Right, because y'all don't
or,
live
like,
together, but that
alone
could probably be your alone time.
Yeah, my alone time will be by myself, literally. And
Dole.
by myself or with one of my friends, because I don't really have that many friends. So it'll either just be by myself or with one of my friends. And I don't really do much neither. We just be chatting it up.
Yeah.
and
But you feel like
calm
it's
stuff.
needed.
I wouldn't really say it's needed because I be
Right.
so much by myself that is not needed. Like I already
Yeah.
got comfortable with being by myself that I don't really need to be in somebody else's presence
agree.
to feel like,
Yeah. I'm the same way.
But I do, if I had to choose between being alone and being with him all the time, I choose being with him all the time.
It's good to be around the person that you love all the time.
And you gotta remember,
Because
they
he's
don't
my
live
I agree
together.
with you.
Yeah, they don't live together
Yeah.
neither.
He's my bestie
Yeah.
Westie.
He's the bestie Westie. Oh, that's the little bestie Westie.
And it should be that way. It should be that way.
the bestie there, so.
Which, you know what? I love it, right? Because y'all young and it's cool to see that connection when y'all younger. Because unfortunately being younger, being younger, like it's probably different. You know what I'm saying? Like we could actually share this now and our experiences now, not because we've been through these things, right? We've act on the changing of things and everything, right? So we had to go through these things. But for y'all not to actually go through these things and still have that in your minds, like, yo, this is what it's actually dope. You know what I'm saying? And y'all could keep going with that.
And your mindset is a little more grown than
Yeah.
where our mind was at your age
Facts.
because
Yeah, that's true.
My parents too. It was
That's
like
true.
that the same way.
Yeah. So
My mom had my older brother at a young age, so and everything was just messed up back then. Like it wasn't always planned what they were going through or anything like that. So
That's
I
facts.
could definitely see where y'all coming from because it is hard, like growing up with that.
yeah, and it is it's not easy, and especially with y'all now, with social media being out and everything, it's more of a distraction, right?
Like
Versus-
everything is like backwards too, like what they be trying to show on social media and everything. Like especially with like relationships too, like how they be throwing out that word like toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody always trying to promote that toxic relationships.
Like it's healthy.
Yeah,
How-
like,
I never knew toxic meant healthy.
Nah, yeah, that shit is not it.
Right? So, you know, and like you said, like,
I gotta go.
yeah,
No, it's not.
And like I was saying, like they want to refer like toxic, and if I ain't got a toxic relationship, I don't want it. What does that mean? Like, it's true. Like, who the fuck wants a toxic relationship? Seriously.
It's true. I don't want a toxic relationship.
Or label themselves.
Or
as
label them.
I don't want to punch. I don't want to punch my significant other and be like, "Yeah, let's do this again."
Also-
son, you know what I'm saying?
also-
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah, I like that. Like,
On some Blueface and Krishan Rock shit.
No, because it's true. That relationship right there, when Chris Brown and Rihanna thing happened, it's true. People hated Chris Brown and all that other stuff. But then again, look what's going on with Blueface and Krishan.
That's
It's
horrible,
a
bro.
different outcome.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's a
She
different
was done
outcome.
with the relationship.
No, he was done with the relationship.
Oh, it was him.
Yeah, she was the one who always wanted to go back. Like, I want to go back. You mine, son.
Because unfortunately, I don't think she has anything without him.
Exactly.
That's just what it is.
He made her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait,
Even
who you
though
talking about?
Krishan and
Krishan
No,
Blueface.
I was talking
No,
about
I know. I
Rihanna.
had a feeling.
Oh.
No, I said,
I'm
you know,
like,
the difference is that back then when that happened,
Yeah.
it was like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
you don't tolerate things like that. And you would see people reacting like that. Like, I'm not staying with them. Now. you
Now it's
see-
like
you
fucking
see
normal,
That
like-
and might,
No, it's
give
true.
people an okay to do that because they have followers and
No, it's true.
followers.
It's true.
Nah, fuck
Follow.
that, man. So listen, like don't wish that y'all had a toxic relationship because that's not healthy. That's not cute. That's not it. Okay, we letting y'all know right now.
That's definitely not one of the tips for a healthy relationship.
It's not definitely one of the
no.
tips for the relationship. It's not. So
Hell
listen, tips all around from everybody. What do you a healthy relationship? Just one word if you want to summarize a healthy relationship in one word. What would you say?
You said it. Honesty.
You said honesty,
Yeah.
right? Okay, honesty. Communication.
Love and affection.
Well, you're taking everybody's answers
sorry.
away.
I'll say intimacy.
Intimacy.
I'll say sacrifices.
Okay.
communication.
Okay. I'm with you on that one. So,
Good.
right? So listen, y'all heard, you know, what it actually takes from an older generation to a younger generation, bridging the gap. You know what I mean? Like, because generations were different, right? So with the whole bridging the gap thing, right? I just want to ask y'all, like, is there anything that being that we here sitting in front of each other, y'all have like anything you ever wondered on? Y'all want to understand like us on how we do things or what we do, how we act towards y'all that y'all are on a different generation than us?
Well, we had this conversation
Yeah,
already, you know.
yeah, behind us, yeah, we had this.
But I mentioned like going a while without speaking to your significant other, like especially while living in the same household. Basically, I don't understand that. Like, yeah.
So,
Well,
you want to answer? I'll go after that.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a petty motherfucker.
Right.
I will unscrew the light bulb in the refrigerator so you can talk to me again.
Oh, all right, but that's a good thing though.
That's a
That's
great
toxic.
Yeah, that's a good thing though.
That is toxic.
That's toxic.
thing. It's not.
How to be toxic
No, it's
101.
not. It's not toxic. No. Then you when you do the socks in the laundry, right? You lose one sock. So she come to you and ask you, "Where's my other sock?"
Get the fuck out of here. You think you go deep as a sock, bro?
Just to start a
Just this.
conversation.
He would lose us. He would have the sock in his pocket.
The whole time.
Now you missing the
Like this. I got it right here.
Here you go.
Now what you said you wanted to say?
Now you want to talk to me?
You're gonna be like, you lost.
see that you petty on that side,
Of course.
and I'll be petty on like just. I'm not doing that to try to get her to talk to me. Like I'm just not talking. Period.
Yeah.
But it's not good though. Like,
It's not.
You know, it's not good
I'm
though.
going
not
up
good.
to you like, so you're not gonna talk, but I'm packing.
Nah.
You see,
All right,
that's not good. That's not
It
good
was
either.
simple.
Two people with that energy is not good.
Yo,
'cause,
nah.
oh,
Yeah, it's like an
boy.
atomic bomb.
But that type of energy right there, no. Because at the end of the day, where you going? Mommy's house?
Nah, don't worry about it. You're not talking, right? What happened? Now niggas want to talk. Oh, now you want to know where I'm going. Oh, now, right? That kicked in.
Yo, as soon as you walk, wait, where you going? Where you going? Oh, now you want to see where I'm going, huh?
It reminds me of that episode with Martin and
Yeah.
Gina, where Martin's just laying on the bed.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wait, baby, don't go, baby, don't go.
That's me. I don't care. I'll be like that too. So.
Oh my God. But it's good to be like, look, it's not good to be just not having a conversation. But if that is, it's good to be one to one, draw that take that conversation out to to talk about it, because lingering and non-conversating, it fucking sucks. We've gone like 2-3 days without talking. No, and let's keep it real. No, we've gone 2 or 3 days.
Back then.
Back then, yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
Now we know how to,
Communication. This is why communication,
now we
truth.
That's not good. Back then it would be a thing for us.
If we're not talking, you're gonna be tight when you try to turn on the faucet and it's not working.
I just found it.
Like I said,
It's like no dinner.
No dinner, no nothing.
But then
Now we became roommates.
I just
for
found
the first few days.
Yeah, it felt like roommate.
Yeah, I just find it so funny. Yeah, that's just so
I'm so
funny.
annoying.
Yeah, bro. Like,
No, and I would be
so
too, but
annoying.
I guess we wasn't like, consciously aware of like, and we didn't and then we realized the pattern, and we were like, why are we doing that when we know we're gonna end up talking again? And that's when we realized and we switched.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
that's true.
What's the bigger picture? Are you leaving? Are you leaving me? Am I leaving you?
I'm about
No. I mean, if we keep acting like this, for sure.
One more hour, bro.
If-
Not even a day.
I will pack my bags, right?
And
Pack
act
my
like
bags.
you're leaving.
Just leave it.
Nah. They say if you leave through that door, you ain't coming back, right? I go to the bathroom
with your bags.
with my bags.
I would have left in my so back then.
I'm going to
I
the
would have
bathroom.
left and be like, yeah, right. I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and we're gonna see if I'm gonna
You
get
go
it.
into the bathroom with your bags.
I'm going in the bathroom with my bags.
So
I'm
they
gonna
can think
open
about it, right?
So they can think about it. So now, how you feel? Me not being in your presence for the next 30 minutes. Let me know how that feel. When I open the door,
With the dresses empty.
yes,
The closet.
everything.
Go ahead,
Nah,
you
I
gotta
just-
put all that shit back.
Nah,
That's
exactly,
petty.
yeah.
That's petty right there. Now that's petty.
That's
I
just
find it
now.
King petty. That's petty.
I just find it funny, like what I really want to know. I find it funny how y'all could go like days without talking about living in the same household, but then at the end of the night, y'all sleeping on the same bed, but y'all back is just turned against each other. Like,
Well, I'll be honest. That would happen or that would not happen, because either one of us will go to the sofa and shit like that. Like,
But but even with that though,
Yeah.
like the love is so strong, right? Like if I was to do that,
y'all
I
still
can't even go to the couch, bro.
Yeah.
y'all still want to be
I
next to each
can't.
other.
You know
The
why?
thing with us though, that our ego is so
Oh,
big
that's
that
what it is.
It's hard. That's why I said earlier.
Not one
it's
of us
hard-
were giving.
It's hard for for a relationship for both parties to be that way because more.
No, that's
more
true.
Headbutting.
yeah, we just
And then the
hard.
personality is both strong. It's like we're the same, but we're not the same.
Yeah, that's
We're like the
Pretty much.
opposite on how we like look at things, want to go about life, or like do I don't know, all those things, right? But then when it comes to like, I don't even know how to separate that.
The crazy
but-
thing is too, like they say, like the best relationship is like between people that's like the total opposite.
They
Like
do
the total
say that.
opposite
They
from
do,
each
they
other.
do.
Yeah, and
because it's boring if you. So they say it's boring if you're like the same.
The same.
Yeah.
No,
But the
that's true.
total opposite in the sense of understanding each other
Yeah.
at that point, or understanding your partner, and it grew late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and me, it grew late, like understanding, because she probably had qualities that I'll be like, yeah, what the fuck? But it's something like, why am I taking it serious? Like it's not
Yeah.
that deep.
Yeah. Then it's
Right?
also like it's also cultural too.
That too.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
too.
Like you
that too.
like Puerto Rican and
Honduran.
Honduran. Look at that. That's a big mix
Big-
right
yeah,
there.
yeah,
son.
yeah.
That's like a mix I wouldn't even thought of. I didn't even know Leah was Honduran. and Puerto
Yeah,
Rican.
yeah.
I didn't even know that. So that right there, the culture itself.
Yeah,
It's like if you can accept your partner's culture and how they've been brought up, and then you can look at it as a shine of light, and you be like, all right, I can accept that. And then the vice versa, the same way. Maybe I can mix it together and create a new culture, like this little girl upstairs who's like the best thing in this world right now. You know what I'm saying? That right there brings out the best in people. You know what I'm saying? And I think culture is really big on that. Is if you can understand each other's culture, forget it, man.
Our baby gonna be a pure breed.
A pure breed.
100% Puerto Rican.
100%.
Body.
Body.
I feel like that plays a part too in relationships too. Like also like the culture, like culture wise.
Yeah, we grew up different.
Yeah, like when y'all meet like y'all family members, like they parents, like they
Where they
understand.
came from.
Exactly, they understand because it's like like we the same and
Yeah.
everything. So
Nah,
it makes
you're right
it
about
makes
that.
it kind of more easier and
Yeah, I mean,
Y'all can relate more
Yes.
than anything else. So yeah,
that's just like all right, like a friend of mine, her son got married to an Indian woman. Big difference in the culture. He's an African American
That's
male.
a big difference.
That's a very big difference.
So now Indians, when they do the wedding, I think they go
Like 3 days shit.
3 days of
That's crazy.
celebration.
No, it is.
That's crazy.
So now he's getting adjusted to that.
Bro, I'll be honest, I won't be able to party for 3 days, bro. I'll be
That's
like, yo, you got
crazy.
this. I'm going upstairs. I'll be in my room.
But I
That's
feel
way
like
too
if
much,
if
though,
I
like-
fall in love with somebody, with someone Indian person, and I have to go through that, I feel like I will find that exciting. because
God bless you,
I've never
babe.
done it again. I've never done it again, and I'm like, it's a different culture.
Yeah, but how many years?
different
How many
life.
years
I
would you
would
want to
be
do that
so
for, though?
interested in
Probably
like.
as a female. I feel.
No,
As a female.
first of all,
I think a female will be different, like everything.
I would love to be part of something
No,
different.
because
like,
the individual I'm talking about, no, the individual I'm talking about, he was a guy. Well, of course, he
I think guys will have a different feeling.
no,
than-
no,
than with
he
girls
he
in that sense.
appreciated it.
No, you can appreciate it, but I won't do that
understood
every
it.
year, bro. Like,
Oh no, you don't do it every year. You do you do it the 1 year of the marriage.
nah, bro, nah. Right? No.
It's the wedding.
Oh,
It's
right.
the wedding
Okay.
that is 3 days.
Across the street where we lived at over there, didn't they do it every year?
That was like a
Whatever
holiday.
it is,
that
though.
Was a
All right,
holiday.
all right. Whatever the holiday is, I'm just
It was
saying.
one time a year.
Nah, they had the canopy up and
That's
yeah, one time a
That is
year.
not
That's
a
like-
year.
but-
What are you
but-
talking about?
But that's for days. They have it though. Like,
I don't know what holiday they have.
Whatever
but
holiday it
across
is,
the
like-
street from where we lived before, they were Indian, and at a certain time in the summer, they will set up a tent and they will have a party for like 3 days.
facts, bro. Like,
So I don't know if every year they get a
That's what
wedding
I'm
in their
saying.
house, or it is actually a holiday that they do around that time.
or the wedding anniversary.
But at the end
whatever.
of the day,
It was every year, bro.
but
We
at the
lived
end
there.
of the day, the point is that I feel that I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a completely opposite. Like, it's not like, Honduran to Puerto Rican is Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
The food might be slightly different, but, but now when you talk about culture like that, that's drastically different.
Way
so
different.
it's like, I feel like I will find it very, like, interesting. And even if it's a person that you fall in love with, I would love to have part of that world and experience that world.
See, that's why females are so beautiful creatures because they have so much of a soul that they say that, bro, right? Like,
It's a beautiful,
Right,
it's definitely a beautiful thing though to see
It would
like
be nice.
like two different cultures like
Yeah.
combined into one and everything.
my new coworker, she's Pakistani, and she's getting married too. And she was like, "I'm gonna let you know. Would you come?" And
Oh,
she's doing
man.
it in the city.
Here we go. Habibi.
She lives in the city. I'm excited if that time comes. Like I want to go to
It's
a
different.
wedding like that where it's like she even said it 3 days, and just even dressing up the way that they dress when
Yeah,
they
but
wear
come
that
to Hawaii
big-
for our wedding.
Yeah, girl.
You gonna
I'll
have
be
your
over
way in
there with
Hawaii?
the little
I'm trying, but
coconut.
he's like on the negative side. He trying to say, yeah, don't got like nobody got the money to go to Hawaii. I'm like, bro,
he ain't lying though. He's not lying though. He's not lying. Listen, excuse me.
No, let me tell you. If it's a wedding like that for you guys, obviously we will.
No,
find
we
a
will
way
go
to
for
make it
sure.
happen,
Yeah.
as long as we know ahead of time,
Yeah,
not
for
like
sure.
3 months before. I don't know about everybody
But
else.
let's be- exactly.
We could
Give
do
me a
it.
year in advance.
We could do it.
Let's be real. Let's be real. In our culture, in our Spanish, I'm sorry, in our Spanish culture, we don't do extravagant
cheap.
things like that. We are fucking cheap. I'm sorry, and it's true. No, but it's true. Like
we gonna
we
go to
don't.
the church and get married, all right?
Nah, we might go to the
City
city hall.
Hall.
we might.
That's what I did.
So we did.
I went City Hall.
We went to City Hall. Yeah.
Straight up.
You know why? Because we felt like if to go to City Hall, our money to spend on a wedding and all that shit, we could just take a wild trip. We could just do us thing because
The honeymoon.
the honeymoon,
right.
pretty much. Because at the end of the day, a wedding, and no knock to anybody doing weddings. God bless y'all. It's just individual preferences, right? A wedding, you waste so much money, right? And then for one day, yeah, you got memories, pictures, and all that shit, but it's for everybody else. It's for everybody else, no? So you don't think so? It is for you, but the money you spending. You have pictures of a thing. Or you have pictures. You could go somewhere to take pictures.
Yeah,
I would
it's
think,
true.
no? You could go somewhere to take pictures, both of y'all, and have memories.
Well, yeah.
But when you go do a whole wedding thing and all that, you just take pictures, but you still have those picture memories.
It's like a party.
It is a party.
Celebration.
But you could do something. I'm not saying don't do it. Listen, what I'm saying, don't take away from me, right?
So,
But-
baby, I think that for us, babe, everybody.
No, everybody's
if you-
different. I ain't
if
gonna
you
say
could
that.
I
do
mean,
it-
if it's a damn,
if-
like, how much we talk?
No, it doesn't matter. If you could
Well,
do it.
how you gonna
I feel
afford
like
it?
I feel like right. If you could do it, do it.
Yeah, if you could do it, do it.
If we could, like, we could have done it, but
We chose
We
to
didn't
turn
want to add more to what we had. We just bought a house, and our priority was to make the house make better and like all these things.
Right.
So we were like, before we did that, it was like, okay, we're gonna have a big wedding and this and that. But then when you in a different space at the time,
Yeah.
it's like
Then you start thinking different things.
$5,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
that time,
yeah.
because like damn, with $5,000, I could do my whole fucking bottom of the house or whatever. And it's like we became more like we've been together for so long. We already did everything. There's no point. Just take some pictures and get it done with.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we know what the love is at and all of that. But if you can do it, I feel that why not? It's lovely to do what you're saying in a place like that, beautiful place. I would go for it. I would do it.
I would do it too. I mean, I like it.
I'm with it. I be watching so many weddings movies
Yeah.
in the tropics with
No.
the hula skirt.
Listen, no knock to everybody. To each his. A wedding is beautiful.
Maybe it's a big dream for me, but
Nah, I
I
mean-
definitely would it.
No, listen. When the time comes,
If I gotta
it will
get on a
come.
knee.
Listen, that's how these females trap us. Okay, understand that the female is very powerful.
Yes.
The
Yes.
female is very powerful. Right?
I get on the knee, you book the flight.
You book the flight. You book it while it's happening.
Favor for favor.
Yo.
I love this. I love
Oh
this.
my
I
God!
love
Oh my
this.
God! Listen,
love
but
this.
no, all this is just beautiful conversations, beautiful things.
Yeah.
Um,
I love it. I love the whole thing here. This is wonderful. You know why I love it? Because I'm literally in between a big generational gap here.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it because I feel it on both sides, how love is and how you can handle this generational relationships and stuff like that. It's pretty cool, man. This is a dope episode, yeah.
Nah, I love it. I love it.
But in case anyone doesn't know, Isaiah is
That's my son,
Johnny's son.
Legit.
And then Caitlin,
Lil J.
Caitlin is his girlfriend, and she's our stepdaughter. So
Mr. Uncommon Jr.
Mr. Uncommon Jr. Look how pretty he looks. Look how cute he looks, right?
At the end of the day-
imagine something like that coming out of your balls, bro.
What?
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
You had to throw that in there. son.
That TikTok.
Yo,
That was
listen.
the prettiest
Listen.
nut
Oh my
ever.
God.
Nigga, that pass out,
Yo,
son.
listen, man. Look, guys. So with this said, this was a beautiful episode.
Yeah.
Oh man, we gave y'all our love languages. We gave y'all tips on how to grow a healthy relationship. We had something. We was bridging the gap.
Yeah.
With different relationships. So with that said, guys, I appreciate y'all being here.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure,
Thank you.
pleasure.
All right. So peace, bless, love. Give thanks to that man above. Let's
Live,
go.
love, prosper. Live, love, prosper.
Yes, sir.
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Short.